I recently found this camera, a Bellora Bella 66, in the flea market for quite a good price. I was not entirely sure whether I should get it or not because it is a very basic medium format camera after all, so it doesn't have any functionality beyond the cameras I already have. What finally convinced me though is that there is a film in it, so yeah, there should be at least 8 unexposed shots on it, and well, there would have been 9, but I think I ruined one when I was testing the shutter on the camera, so yeah. And also there should be a few left, but I don't think I will go out and take pictures with them because, well, I don't know what condition the film is in, so I'd rather use it as like testing material for when I develop it. And of course, there might not be anything at all. So, I mean, this camera smells a little bit suspicious, a little bit dark room, old film. So maybe the film has completely dissolved and there's nothing to be seen at all. But in any case, first I need to check what film it is, how I will develop it, and if I will develop it. So yeah, let's go and start with that. Right, so let's open up the camera and see what film we are dealing with here. And I can see it's yellow, maybe it's not visible so much, or actually I have no idea what color that is, to be honest. Thought it was yellow, but yeah, I don't know what film this is at all. I would hope it's a black and white film because then it's easy to develop. If it's color, I can still develop it in the black and white chemicals, but yeah, the results can be a bit unpredictable and I will have to do a bit of testing. I'm on the 11th shot now, so there are 2 shots left. We will not go and take any photos with it because the shutter is a bit so-so and needs some adjustment. But I will still take some like test shots on it, so in case if it is a color film, I can cut pieces of the end and like just develop a small piece and see how that turns out, so I can, before I sacrifice the whole roll, that is. Right, so I'm at the 12th shot now, so well, place your bets, what film will it be? If I haven't already ruined the whole film by shining this video light on the camera. Yeah, let's see. Reach the end. My guess is that it's an Agfa film because they are quite common in Finland. If not, it's probably Kodak. Okay, now I have the full roll in. Okay, focus camera. Okay, right, there we go. Agfa color, yes, I was guessing it's an Agfa color, but it's... No, it's color. No. Hope for black and white. Well, okay. But as I was guessing it would be an Agfa, but I had hoped for black and white. AP70C41. Actually, it's a C41 film. I could have it developed in a lab. Now, this became a bit more complicated. Do I develop it at home or do I bring it to a lab? Yeah, I'll put it in here into the black cloth and think a little bit more how I will solve this problem. Right, so I have come to a decision. I will develop the film myself and I will do it in black and white chemicals. It's not ideal to develop C41 film in black and white, but it can be done and the results can be quite interesting. So, and also I don't know really how the condition of this film is. It's a bit... This backing paper looks a bit strange, like it's... I don't know what state it is, if I will get any results at all, so yeah. Seems best to just do it myself in black and white chemicals. And the developer I'll be using is Rodinal 1+25. This is what I normally use for my medium format films and it works quite well. So, right, so I have my chemicals all ready and set to go. Of course, the difficult thing about developing C41 in black and white chemicals is the time. I've done it before, but actually, of course, it's been a while. So I Googled it and I found out if you use the times for HP5 at 400, it should give quite good results. In we go with the chemicals. Okay, so it's been around 6 minutes now. See what color developer comes out. Oh, it's same as when it went in. Oh well. And in with the fixer for about 5 minutes or so. And then I can finally check how the film has turned out. Oh, exciting, exciting. So now it's been 5 minutes in the fixer and, well, yeah, it's a moment of truth, I guess. I will see if I have managed to develop it. Well, this is completely black. This is really totally black. No, there are actually photos on them. There are actually photos on this, but they're very faint. Right, so now I have actually developed the film, and even though it looks like pure darkness, there are some shots on it. There are 6 shots, so yeah, I'm happy I got something. I think I got a quite good time, but maybe a little bit longer time would have been better. But it's quite difficult to know because this film is already quite damaged by background radiation and heat, so yeah. I think I got something. Let's go and look at them in the computer. So here's the first photo, and now we are probably thinking, what in the world is this? Didn't I develop it as black and white, so why are there colors? Well, yes I did, but when scanning I decided to do it in color, because I know from before that the orange mask on C41 film can give a quite interesting color tint. So yeah, when developed in black and white and scanning color, that is. So the actual colors are probably not blue and yellow, the film is slightly more orange-brown, but it's quite difficult to see it when you look at it because it's black, but when shining light through it, you can see that it has sort of a orange-browny color. I did not intend for this blue-yellow tint, I just got it when I used the auto white balance on the scanner software, but I left it as it is because it actually does reveal some quite interesting information about the film, as the yellow areas highlight the areas affected by background radiation over time. And when looking at the film, you can well see that the edges have been more affected by the background radiation. Also, photos that have been further inside of the roll have been less affected, so it gives a quite interesting effect of, or it shows the background radiation over time. Just scanning it in black and white would not have made it as apparent. And then there are all sort of side effects on the film, like I don't know where it comes from, like these lines. I don't know why they are there, maybe some kind of developing artifact. And of course the pictures are quite crazily grainy. I guess I should have used a little bit longer development time to compensate better for the film being expired so much, but yeah, next time I will know to have a much longer time, I think. And then, what about the photos themselves? Well, there isn't that much on them. In the first photo, there are some cars, a barn and a person, somewhere in the countryside in the summer, I guess, or apparently. In the second photo, there are some trees. I really can't see anything else, just a grainy mush. And the rest of the photos depict a car in front of a house, or it's actually two different houses. Also seems to be in the countryside in the summer. So not something super interesting really, so I'm happy I did not pay a lab to process it. Well, but of course that you cannot know about. However, there is still a lot of information to be had from the photos. I blurred out the registry plate of the car because it is possible to find the owner and possibly the photographer quite easily with the help of the plate, so yeah, I left it out of the photo. So I did not go and check who is the owner or who were the owners of the car. I mean, I don't really need to know that since there isn't anything that very interesting in the photos in any case. But you can actually get information about the car for free. So I got to know that the plate belonged to a Mazda 323, which was registered in early 1981, and its last renewal was in late 1999. It seems to not have been scrapped though, so maybe it still is sitting in some junkyard or in a backyard somewhere. So this gives us a time frame in which these photos were taken. The earliest is summer 1981, and well, the latest would be 1999, but I don't think they are that new, the photos. I think they were taken in the 80s. One more way to help narrow down the time frame is to find out when the film was produced. According to the discontinued film list on Wikipedia, Agfacolor 100C41 was produced between 1981 and 1984, or sort of that time. How much this is to be trusted, I don't know. It also says that this film was not available in 120 format, but here we are with a roll of that film in 120 format, so yeah, I cannot tell for sure how much this information really can be trusted. My guess is that these photos were taken in the first half of the 1980s. Maybe in 1981, maybe they got the car that year and that's why there are so many pictures of the car. Well, who knows? Then of course the question remains, why did they not finish the roll? Well, I have no idea, but one possibility is that they got a newer camera and forgot about this one. It is a 1950s camera after all, and it's a bit slow to use when you only get 12 shots per roll, so upgrading to an electronic 35mm camera of the time would definitely have made life easier. But of course I can only speculate about this. In any case, it is very interesting to see some of the camera's history, because that is usually a complete mystery when thrifting for cameras. You don't really know where they have been or what they have seen, so yeah, it gives a bit of a fresh perspective, and I have some more found film coming up also. But in any case, my next task is to photograph a roll with this camera and yeah, see how it is, because I cannot really say anything from the quality of these images. I mean, they're expired, they are developed in the wrong chemicals, and yeah, so yeah, in any case, I think it will be quite interesting to see how this camera performs, but I'm not expecting too much. It's a very basic 120 film camera after all. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye!